Alright, it's early and we're gonna go do one of my favorite things to do. We're gonna go do an addition dig. This job is actually James' job. Since he helped me the last time on my job, we're gonna go help him on his job. I like having a friend that we work back and forth close together like that. It just alleviates some of the stress of having to do everything on your own. So I thought this was an addition, but it looks like it's just like another house. I guess it's not. First things first, we gotta, I don't know if it's gonna move. Oh boy. So, the part of town that we're in is completely loaded with rocks. I'm gonna try to get some of the dirt around this loosened up. My biggest fear is that this rock might be like, you know, the Titanic, the iceberg that sunk the Titanic. Usually when you see a boulder in a yard like this that's been left alone, that's because they originally couldn't move it. So they landscape around it. Yeah. I don't know, bro. Might have to call Demolition Dave. Blow this sucker up. Looks like somebody had filled this in. Somebody buried some brush here. What I want to do is I want to loosen up the rock, but probably gonna have to pull it out of the hole. So make like a ramp to drag it up. You don't want to have a lip, like a lip, and try to get it up the lip. I don't know if you guys can see this, but All right, we aborted the mission yesterday. I tried like hell to move this thing. I even tried digging a ramp, but it just won't do it, and I'm afraid we're gonna like break off a tooth or a shank on the bucket. So we got a hammer coming. We're waiting on the hammer. While we're waiting on the hammer, so yesterday we aborted the mission, speaking of buckets, and I drove out 2 hours away to a place and bought a new bucket for my 315. Probably gonna do a video on that machine shortly, but the reason we decided to do a hammer is because we found this too. I don't know, like, I don't know if it like does any justice, but like the bottom of it is there. You know, I'm 5'9", so I'm not a real tall guy, but still. And then the builder whose property this is has a job down the street with another boulder. So the plan is, the plan is not to fall in the hole. So, yeah, the plan is when the hammer gets here, we're gonna hammer those 2 rocks out, and then we borrowed our friend's trailer because I'm waiting for my friend who has a sawmill. He's gonna cut boards for my trailer, so we borrowed our friend's Talbert 20-ton tag. Can't move James's machine on this because it's too heavy. His has to go in a low bed. But the rental, we talked to them. They're gonna drop off the rental with the hammer, and I think they said it's like a 140 size maybe. And what we're gonna do is we are going to hammer these 2 rocks. Then we're gonna put the hammer machine on the trailer and go up the street. And we're gonna hammer another rock. And I think the hammer that's coming on the machine is a Sany, which I've never played with one of those, so we're probably gonna do a review on that. And then hopefully we can get our basement dug. Here's the corner, there's the other corner. Well, these are 5-foot offsets, so the corner's 5 feet in. So we gotta get this big boulder out of here. I'll check back when the hammer gets here. All right, no more rock. 2 days. What do you think, James?
2 days.
2 days of hammering it. I'll show you what it looks like. Bryson says it's igneous. I don't know. I'm not a geologist. My kid knows more than me. These kids, you know, that's a lot of rock. Basically, we had to hammer them into pieces big enough to move them. I almost forgot to film this because we were super busy today. We actually weren't here all day. We had other stuff to go look at, projects, cool projects coming up. But we're not going to put the dirt back because there's a big cellar hole going here. Probably won't film that, but you know, a hole's a hole. The video was more on cracking the rock. And do we like the Sany?
I like it.
I like it too.
So the dealer told me that those machines are about 20% less than a Caterpillar as far as buying them.
Comparable size.
It's the rule. Yeah, comparable size, exactly.
I'd say there's like a 315F.
Yeah, so Cat 315 new right now where we are is like 230. That's about 180.
Yeah, and we loaded that on a trailer,
On the
tag trailer. I'll try to insert a picture. And we actually took it for the same builder down the street to another one of his jobs and broke the top off of a rock that was sticking up through a new driveway area. As far as the hammer goes, what is that, Gorilla hammer? That hammer is pretty nice, but it may have been like a little too small for like what we were doing. It took a little longer with it to like chip off pieces. As far as like the pads on this, we've been driving this thing all over the road since we've had it for what, 2 days, and not a single mark on the pavement, which was nice because that neighborhood that we took this to, I didn't want to load it up on that hill.
Yep.
And the neighbor was complaining about blocking the house, so I parked up the street and James literally full speed drove it down the road. Not a mark on the road. So,
and I think this machine almost has 3,000 hours on it, I think.
3,000?
So that's pretty good that the rubber for...
Yeah. You know, 3,000 hours.
I mean, it's probably not a road machine. It probably doesn't spend a lot of time on pavement, but...
Yeah. And it was very comfortable.
Yeah.
The only thing
The only thing you can notice is it's definitely made for like smaller people.
Like me?
Overseas. Well, like overseas, you can tell it's just a machine from overseas. Like with the way the arm, look how the armrests are situated, the way the foot pedal, you know, the way the foot pedals.
Yeah.
Like you can barely go back with them. They're not beveled like the other machines.
Yeah. You know, the only problem I have, I know what your problem was.
Yeah. We'll get into that. That's for a different website, I think.
That thing is, let's say that thing, when it catches you, it doesn't feel good. The stick for the blade, my arm, that's an air seat, when I weighed it down, my arm kept hitting it. It's, let's see here. It's too close to the armrest. You know what I mean? Like if they put it over here somewhere, because I kept hitting it when my arm was, and it's like right there. So he was just running this. I actually sit lower because I have shorter legs. I'm one of them short people he was talking about. And when I'm down here, my arm would bump it, and it doesn't, like, look, you know, it's just a small little lever. It doesn't take much to hit it. And if you're, you know, have the blade up or down, but other than that, I mean, they gave us a box of grease every hour. We grease this thing, is what the guy dropped it off said, every hour. This thing would kick ass. Like if you were doing demo, this thing would hammer through concrete like it's nothing. Two of the rocks that we did, no problem. One of the rocks was granite, a little rough on it, but the guy that owns this ferry equipment, shout out to Boone Ferry, super accommodating. took really good care of us on getting this delivered and everything. So anyways, that's it for breaking rock, huh? In the Sany.
Yeah,
till next time.
The next time we'll be doing this is, you know, I feel like we don't do it often here on Cape, so it's
No.
a rarity.
No, we don't. We're in a part of the town where there's a lot of rock. It's like one of the very few parts of town where we are that there's rock. Other than that, you see our other videos.
Pure sand.
Usually it's just
I
sand.
missed the sand. Last video we were pissed about the sand, so now I miss it.
Yeah. Anyways, catch you guys on the next one.